All the grueling practices, off-season commitments, morning workouts, long road trips, back-to-back doubleheaders, they all have led to this moment here tonight. A state champion will be crowned, and both schools are looking for their first ever state baseball championship, and it's the number 1 seeded Tonganoxie Chieftains out of the East region versus the number 1 seed out of the West region, the McPherson Bullpups.
Doesn't get any better than that, partner.
Can't get any better than that. The 2 number 1 teams coming into this tournament, and they are facing off tonight here. Dean Evans Stadium in Salina, Kansas is the site for the showdown.
Absolutely gorgeous night for baseball. Low 80s, and you got about a 15-mile-an-hour wind blowing directly out of the south, so it will help anything hit into the air to left.
We'll have to see how the wind plays a factor. I know some fly balls hit, especially today and even yesterday, seems to carry a little bit more than the outfielders think, so that will be interesting to keep an eye on. But, of course, all the attention is on these 2 teams, Tonganoxie and McPherson. And right now we're going to turn it over to the PA announcer for introductions and starting lineups.
We'd like to welcome everyone to Dean Evans Stadium for the 2022 KSHSAA Class 4A State Baseball Championship game. Ladies and gentlemen, before our first introduction of teams and national anthem, we would like to make a presentation. At this time, we'd like to have you join the National Federation of High Schools and the Kansas State High School Activities Association for a very special presentation. Joining Jeremy Holliday, KSHSAA Assistant Executive Director and State Administrator for Baseball and Softball, is Tiffany Benine of Salina. Tiffany has been selected as the Kansas recipient of the NFHS State Award for Outstanding Service winner for Kansas. Tiffany is being recognized for her loyal service as a key contributor to the Kansas Interscholastic Activity Program. Tiffany is a dedicated leader providing many years of support for KSHSAA championship events conducted in Salina. Over the course of her 27-year career with the Salina Chamber of Commerce, Tiffany has been a faithful partner with the KSHSAA, providing leadership and support while serving on the host team for the 4A State Baseball and Softball Championship tournaments. Additionally, Tiffany has been a tireless worker for state championship football played at Salina District Stadium, the Class 6A and 5A state championship volleyball tournaments, as well as the 4A boys and 4 through 1A girls state wrestling tournaments. She is responsible for many components of these events and always provides coordination down to the finest detail. In her role, Tiffany has oversight for all the event staff necessary for these events to be conducted efficiently and at the highest level of production. From hosting officials to scoreboard orientation for event staff, Tiffany will patiently train volunteers and staff needed to execute her well-developed master plan. She works with kindness and focus and always seeking to provide fair competition for the athletes and positive experiences for their fans. Please join KSHSAA and the NFHS in extending a deserving congratulations to Tiffany and Salina as a recipient of the prestigious NFHS State Award for Outstanding Service. Well done, and thank you, Tiffany. Once again, welcome to Dean Evans Stadium for the KSHSAA 4A State Baseball Championship game.
Of course, you see right there, head coach Mitch Loomis for the Chieftains, his 11th season. He's made 4 trips with the Chieftains in the state tournament. And they are looking for that elusive state title. Would be the first in program history. Highest finishing for the Chieftains overall is in 3rd place. And on the other side, you have Coach Heath Gersner and the Bullpups. He led them to a 20-2 regular season record. This is the Bullpups' 8th trip down to Acacia State Tournament, the highest finish and runner-up in a previous tournament.
Class 4A State Championship baseball game. This game features visiting team High School, and the home team on the scoreboard, the Bullpups of McPherson High School. First SVP, administration, coaching staffs, non-starting players, and starting lineup for the visitors, the Chieftains of Tonganoxie High School. Principal, Mark Farrar. Athletic Director, Cody Whitty. Assistant coaches, Jamie Falgren, Eric Staples, Brad Shelton, and Jake Falgren. Non-starting players for Tonganoxie, number 6, Gabe Bailey. Number 10, Aiden McIntosh. Number 12, Brendan Bradley. Number 20, Alex Foley. Number 24, Roman Staples. Number 30, Luke Kessinger. Number 35, Mason Davenport. And the starting lineup for Tonganoxie, leading off will be the pitcher, number 2, Gary Bullpups. Batting second is the catcher, number 15, Roby Blake. Batting third, right fielder, number 8, Trevor McGraw. And the fifth spot is the third baseman, number 13, Rocco Gary. Batting fifth, first baseman, number 25, Cody Kessinger. Batting sixth, left fielder, number 11, Ethan Welsh. Batting seventh, second baseman, number 5, Mason Kentberry. Batting eighth,
All right, and just like that, with the national anthem down, we are ready to play some baseball. Partner, you and I, personally, we've talked about a lot of firsts, right? So many. And not only is this our first state championship broadcast ever, it's the first ever state championship baseball broadcast.
Yeah, no question.
Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Yeah, no question about that, partner. And man, what a ride it's been with this Tonganoxie team. It's ever since began the playoffs, they've been the cardiac kids having to come from behind almost every time to get there. So
3 straight games.
Yeah.
You go back all the way from the regional championship, having to come back down 4 runs against Miege. Their quarterfinal matchup yesterday against Abilene, they were down 3-0 early on, and then earlier today against Paola, they were down again 4 runs, all within the top of in the first inning or two in each case. So
you don't ever want to count these Chieftains out.
the first time in that stretch, Tonganoxie will be the road team, so they will be batting first. And like you just heard, the starting lineup, Garrett Goldbeck, who will be the pitcher for the game today. He will lead off, followed by Logan Wake and Trevor McGraw in the 3-hole, sliding up from his 9-hole spot that he traditionally finds himself in. One little injury update to update everybody on. Gabe Bailey, right at the end of the semifinal game against Paola, he was trying to make a great stop at first, kind of did the splits, and he already kind of did it once earlier in the game, might have aggravated, maybe tweaked his hamstring a little bit. Well, the second time he really aggravated it. Not in the starting lineup, but he is available to come off the bench. But I think you saw him when he was getting his name announced. He was having quite a hard time just trying to walk up and join the first base line. So we'll have to wait and see on if we see him in this championship match. Jared Myers, the pitcher on the mound for McPherson. And we are underway here in the KSHSAA 4A State Baseball Championship game.
Yeah, Goldbeck's leading off here in the last game. He was 3 for 4, 2 doubles and 3 runs scored. Stay hot, young man.
Gonna need him here. Next pitch is on the way, and low, ball 2. It is an absolute packed house here at Dean Evans Stadium. Not too many bleacher seats available. A strong outing for both McPherson and Tonganoxie. As they go dead silent right now, 2-0 pitch. And it swung on and fouled away into the concourse by Goldbeck, 2-1. Recent state history for the Chieftains. This is their 3rd trip in the past 4 seasons. They went back-to-back in 18 and 19. And in 2020, obviously no tournament due to COVID. This one hit out into center. And that is gapped in over the wall. And leadoff ground rule double for Garrett Goldbeck.
And he's continuing his hot streak.
And let's keep the line moving here. As coming in next will be Logan Wake, the catcher. Didn't make the state tournament in 2021, obviously back here in 2022. Their best state finish was a 3rd place finish all the way back in 1992. And the only other state appearance that they've had coming into this tournament was back in 2014. This is the 3rd time in program history that they have made it to the 2nd day. And I believe if the research I've been given is correct, this is the first ever state championship game for Tongi baseball. The 0-1 pitch, and that is inside. It evens up 1 apiece.
Wake was 1 for 4 in the last game with 2 runs scored. Tried to advance Goldbeck into scoring position here.
The Chieftains have come from behind the past 3 games, trying to start out in front for a change. Here's the next pitch. Swung on, ground over to 3rd. Goldbeck will stay put. Throw across the diamond in time for the first out. Went over to Aiden Hoover over there at 3rd and throws it over to the first baseman, Tegan Haynes. Jarrett Myers, the pitcher out there for the Bullpups today, a sub-1 ERA and 46 strikeouts, .84 to be exact. And what has been a historic season for McPherson. This one fly out to left, and left fielder's under it, and quickly 2 gone for Tonganoxie after the leadoff double from Goldbeck. That will now bring in the third baseman, Rocco Gehring. Looks over, takes the first pitch, and just outside for ball 1. McPherson setting a school record in wins this year, a 20-2 season. And had just a 7-14 record as early as 2 years ago. Rocco hits it on a line, and jumping up and making the snag out there in left again is Tucker Peller. And after a leadoff double, the Chieftains aren't able to bring him around, and it is a 0-0 ball game. Bullpups come up to bat for the first time in the game on the other side of the break here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Come count the ways 1866 Bar and Grill is Tongie's tastiest. Incredible selection, delicious preparation, and a beautifully designed space all make 1866 one of the area's premier eateries. Delivering big city taste in a small town atmosphere. Satisfying sandwiches, sizzling steaks, the best burgers anywhere, and even lovely lemonade. See the full menu on Facebook at 1866 Bar and Grill, or order now by calling 913-369-7007. Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 stranded. It was Garrett Goldbeck. He started off with a leadoff ground rule double going over the wall out there in left center. And he goes right out to take the mound. He has made 5 appearances on the bump, and only 2 games he has ever started through 19 innings, a 1-1 record, so split, 18 strikeouts, 5 walks, a 2.58 ERA. And he gets out in front here with an early strike on the center fielder, Titan Goebel. That one outside, 1-1.
Goldbeck's been golden in relief appearances for the Chieftains this year, though, too.
Play on words. I see what you did there. Next one is on the way, and that's in there. Strike 2. The pitching staff for Tongi, Davenport used up all of his pitches in the quarterfinals. Welsh used all of his in the semifinals. And so that leads to Garrett Goldbeck getting the start out here. Traditionally throughout the season, when you're only playing 1 or 2 games a week at most, so it's been basically Owen Welsh and Mason Davenport as the dominant starters. That one borderline, but 3-2.
Yeah, it looked like a good pitch. Breaking ball looked like it got the outside, but the umpire disagrees.
Trying to avoid the leadoff walk here. Here's the pitch, 3-2 from Goldbeck, and fouled off. We'll keep it here. Goebel, a .415 batting average. The Bullpups, just as a team, hitting .355. So a well-rounded hitting machine, basically, to sum them up. Well, there's one thing that this tournament has taught us is that whoever you're playing next is not like anybody you have played before, especially in these East versus West matchups. And Goebel gets away from Goldbeck, a leadoff walk. That'll now bring up the shortstop, Hunter Alvord. And Alvord is hitting an even .500. on the year. So big production from the plate from him so far this season. Bullpups had a quarterfinal matchup with El Dorado, and they beat them 7-4. Got on top 7-0. It looked like it was on its way to a spread. El Dorado made it interesting on them, scored 4 unanswered, but weren't able to score any more, so the game would end there. And then earlier this morning, around 11 a.m., they took on the Ottawa Cyclones, a Frontier League foe of the Chieftains, and they took care of business there, 6-1 victory. That one high and upstairs for ball 2. Meanwhile, the Chieftains in the first round took on the Abilene Cowboys. Ended up winning that game 10-5, and then in a dogfight in their semifinal matchup here on Tonganoxie Sports Live against Paola, a 7-5 victory, a come-from-behind victory, if you will, and he was right on top of that one as it's fouled straight back into the netting.
Yeah, he took a big rip at that.
Count will move up now to 2-1.
Taking a long look down there, but if he's a 500 hitter, I doubt if they have the bunt on.
And all these stats from McPherson are from the Geisha's official website. Next one, and waved on it. Even count now, 2 apiece.
I believe that had him fooled.
And Goldbeck, traditionally, like we said, we've seen him in more save opportunities. He's only got to go an inning or two. This is only his 3rd start on the year. But if there is one thing we know about him, is that right arm of his is a rocket. And he can sling a baseball right by you with some serious velo. This one popped up. See who calls for it. And Goldbeck gets it, and nobody coming back over to cover first in time. I think base runner would have been back safely anyways. So Alvord is sit down via the pop-up. 1 gone. Goebel remains at first base, and now the third baseman, number 25, Aiden Hoover, will step in. And Hoover, it's a very top-heavy lineup here for the Bullpups, a .457 average coming into this tournament. Goldbeck comes set and to the plate and foul back. You can kind of feel all the anxious
There's a little
anxiety and the
in
nerves,
there,
the tension, yeah, from both sides.
And the announcers.
A little bit. And throw, and not in the glove, so Goebel will steal second successfully. Wake, throw was on point and made it close, but he's in there safe, and a 1-1 count at the plate on Hoover.
Now he's looking down there. They may try and bunt him over to third with less than 2 out. We'll see.
Dawson File, the catcher in the 4-hole spot, is on deck. Goldbeck looks over second once, and that time he hit him. He came close to hitting him on the last pitch. That time, too much inside. So Hoover takes one for the team there. So he'll go to first. Goebel at second. 1 gone. And Dawson File will now dig in. And File is the team leader.
Yeah, he's a cleanup hitter.
Team leader with 31 RBIs. Goldbeck just try to limit the damage here. Still only 1 out. Could be a big out number 2 here. First pitch is on the way, and then for a strike. And you had hinted at it earlier, partner. We call these guys the cardiac kids because they don't make it easy on your nerves and on your heart to watch their games. Again, multiple 3-4 run deficits in their past 3 games they've had to come back from. But that's also a testament to this team that they do not get rattled very easily. So even if McPherson brings across a pair of runs in this inning, there's still plenty of ball game left to be played. That one in for a ball. Count is now 2-1. Gehring tried to settle in there. Next pitch. And strike two. We got a chance to talk with one of the assistant coaches for Tongi when he was up here in between games. We were talking about Goldbeck starting. And we were asking him because obviously it's been Davenport and Welsh. This one hit over to Rocco. Smart play, step on third, slings it over to first, not in time. Now back to third. And it's in and out of the glove, so that is Hoover that is over there, safe. And the first run of the game is now 90 feet away. We were talking to him, and he said after Goldbeck, quote, it's the kitchen sink.
Yeah, be all hands on deck.
It could just be any handful of players taken out of position, not necessarily out of position, but some other players that made appearance on the mound, Ethan Welsh, Sam Clydesty, and Aiden McIntosh, just to name a few. So if Goldbeck ever...
Yeah, we're hoping that Goldbeck bears down here and gets this, has a good long stretch here.
That would be big here. Runner is safe back at first. Shadows are starting to creep into the batter's box, so it will be a little bit of a disadvantage with the pitcher out in the sun and the hitters in the shade. It's a little bit more difficult to see that ball coming in. As the sun, it's now starting to set behind us here at the stadium, Dean Evans Stadium in Salina, Kansas. Been a great host city for us these past 2 days.
And thank goodness they have this turf field, because as we talked about in the earlier games, they had 4 inches of rain here recently.
Mm-hmm. Next one on the way low, and they're going to let that runner go ahead and advance up to second. So now a run could score 2 for McPherson.
Gehring can bear down here and get this out.
1-1 count. Reiner over to Canterbury. Over to first, and it's past his glove. Run will come home to score. And a crucial mistake there. Good. And there you go. 2 runs coming across. Oh, you're good. You're good. Some excited McPherson fans sitting right in front of our press box window. So there you go. Like we had talked about it. Chieftains down early again. This one out to center, and Clydesty will bring it in. And the Bullpups draw first blood in this state championship matchup as they have a 2-0 lead over the Chieftains after 1 inning of work.
The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain Game Day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com.
At Family Medicine of Tonganoxie, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 913-845-8400 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Tonganoxie, your partner for lifelong health.
Top of the second year at Dean Evans Stadium in Salina, Kansas. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan, and I guess you could say we got him right where we want him, right? We're down 2 runs early on. The Bullpups bringing 2 across. It was a routine ground out over to Canterbury with 2 gone. To throw over to first to the man in the box, Cody Kessinger. It was just out of his reach. And the end is...
Ended up scoring 2 runs.
Yep. And now that one hitting the canopy top of the stadium with like right above us in our press box, it sounded like.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 runs for the Bullpups were able to come across to score, and that was all they were able to get. 2 runs and still no hits for McPherson, as it shows on the scoreboard.
Yeah, that's correct.
It's now a 1-1 count on Kessinger. Got his first hit in the postseason last matchup against Paola, an infield single that resulted in a very, very clutch RBI for the Chieftains. And the other one was a dropped third strike, and he hustled it down the first base line. That brought across another run for Tonganoxie after some miscommunication by the Paola catcher, Colby Wheeler. Now Kessinger out in front, now 3-1.
And going back to that first inning, partner, McPherson able to score 2 runs without a hit. Both of those runs that came across the plate were a product of a walk and a hit by pitch.
Kessinger swings, pops it up, and right back to the pitcher as Myers takes it himself, 1 gone. So from a hit, 3-1 the count, and now out number 1. And we move on to the 6-hole hitter, number 11, Ethan Welsh, the left fielder. It's that one. Does it land fair? No, it does not. Again, you can see all that space, all the turf between the fair line and the foul territory. So like a loose ball we saw at the bottom of the first getting away from Kessinger, that leaves a lot of time for the base runners to snag an extra base or 2 off of you.
Exactly what happened.
That's on both sides. That's not just it's third and first base. Ooh. That one a little bit inside, brushing him back. 1-1 count, 1 gone here in the top of the second inning. And had him fooled on that swing, 1-2. Battle back here, the 1-2 from Myers. It's outside, 2-2.
Interesting because Myers is pitching out of the stretch.
Taps the left foot a couple times. Now it comes with it, and a chopper third base line, but foul. McPherson, you go back and you just look at their schedule and their record, and you will see that their offense is no stranger to putting up crooked numbers on the scoreboard. Matter of fact, probably over half their games I'm willing to bet putting up double digits. And now a strikeout there, swinging from Ethan Welsh. Next up will be Mason Canterbury, the second baseman. And already up 2-0 in this contest are the Bullpups. If we know anything about this Chieftains squad, don't ever count them out until there's 3 outs in the 7th. That one fouled straight back. All right, Canterbury 0-1.
He was right on that pitch.
I think one of the things that has been talked about quite heavily is that regional championship game against Bishop Miege, who, without a doubt, up to this point at least, was the most talented team that Tongi has ever faced, or this season they have faced. And we were talking about how big of a confidence booster that must be for them coming into this tournament.
That's huge.
And I think that's really beneficial when you're coming in and you're facing the number 1 overall seed in McPherson, the 1 seed out of the West. I think there's got to be that confidence in the back of your mind that one center fielder charging in.
It's a nice play.
It's Titan Goebel, a little bit off balance, leaning forward. And down the Chieftains go in order in the top of the second. We'll be right back after this quick break here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. You're home for Chieftain Baseball.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
we're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tex Vandervoort and Jerry Sanders in Tonganoxie today.
With the First State Bank and Trust mobile app, you can bank from anywhere. Check your balance while you're waiting in line here, or transfer funds while you're here. Forget to pay that bill? Pay it from here. Don't cut your visit short to go to the bank. Make your deposit from here. And remember, you're always welcome to bank right here. Did you know First State Bank and Trust has donated over $112,000 to Tonganoxie schools? Every time you swipe your Tonganoxie Chieftain debit card, we donate. For more information, visit us at firststateks.com. Member FDIC.
Back here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, a special state championship edition of Tonganoxie Sports Live, the first one ever in our 2-year existence. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Dren. It's been an exciting ride down here in Salina, and it all comes down to this, a state championship matchup between Tonganoxie and McPherson. That one ripped down the line and foul, 0-1.
You got the 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up, Haynes, Myers, and Brown for the Bullpups.
Tegan Haynes, the first baseman, and Jarrett Myers, the pitcher, and Jaron Brown, the second baseman. Count now 1 apiece. Goldbeck trying to settle in here after giving up 2 runs in the bottom of the first. And those 2 runs coming across off of a wild throw to first on Canterbury. And again, that's one of the things with Bailey being out and Kessinger, who usually plays the DH role, hasn't gotten a whole lot of time at first base, and a much needed first out strikeout for Garrett Goldbeck.
Yeah, both of those runs in the first were unearned, but they still count.
So we've seen the flexibility of Bailey able to keep that foot on the bag and just kind of contort. And even that, if that ball is not thrown right on target, he's able to reach out and grab it.
Yeah, he hurt himself.
And that's exactly. He tweaked that hamstring. They were doing some pretty intensive therapy on it in between games and during the Ottawa Paola third place game. And I guess still not good enough to go to at least start. He is still eligible to come in as a sub if needed.
You know it's got to be a bad partner because that's a state champion wrestler too. So
yep,
he's full of grit.
Yep, and I mean, then you take away even if he's a state champion wrestler, but even if he's not a state champion wrestler, you're still playing in the state championship.
Absolutely.
I mean,
he knows all about that.
Yep. And this is just a game you
got to have.
Yeah,
you want to have.
If you're getting taken out, I mean, it's got to be the coach and the training staff that are forcing you. I got to tie you down somewhere on a post like 2 miles from here.
Yeah, I'm
keep you from playing.
I'm sure Gabe wanted to play.
Hot fly. It's got room for it. McGraw coming in, and a nice sliding grab for the second out of the inning. Trevor McGraw out there in third, making the play near the foul line.
That was a nice play right there.
And 2 gone now in the inning.
Canterbury went a long ways for that. Fortunately, right fielder was able to make the catch.
Yeah, it kind of looked like 50-50. It looked like it couldn't maybe drop in, but McGraw wisely sliding in there, making the basket catch, showing it to the umpire and all. So 2 gone in the inning. The second baseman, Jaron Brown, steps up out in front early, 1-0 on Goldbeck. Next one on the way, ripped and right to Owen Welsh at short, filling in the spot that the pitcher Goldbeck typically plays on any given day. And the Chieftains set the Bullpups down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the second. Top of the third next here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Forward-thinking fashions and fashionable formals. That's Jeannie's Formals Fashions and Boutique in downtown Tonganoxie. Jeannie's is Tongi's dress shop with the perfect style for your upcoming formal event, including tuxes. Jeannie's also has a huge selection of Chiefs and Chieftain gear, kids apparels and toys, graphic tees, sublimated tumblers, and more. Stylish apparel in sizes from juniors to 3X. Stop by and see the girls at Jeannie's to get the latest fashions first. 520 East 4th Street in downtown Tongi, or on Facebook at Jeannie's Formals.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Top of the third action here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. McPherson 2, Tonganoxie 0. And it is 8-9-1 due up for the Chieftains. Owen Welsh, his first time making an appearance at the plate today, as he was the pitcher in the semifinal matchup against Paola. Going the distance in that one. And another stellar outing for him. Well, outside the first inning, he gave up 4 in the top of the first, and then after that,
shut him down.
Only one more earned run, and he was able to hold on and keep the Panthers at bay enough for his offense to come back and get the come from behind victory. And they're going to have to do more of the same here today. Quickly behind 0-2 in the count to Myers. And again, like we talked about, the batter's box now completely shaded. 0-2. And 3-pitch strikeout for Myers as he sends Welsh packing to the dugout. Now the 9-hole hitter, Super Sam Clydesty. And he was the one that emphatically helped the Chieftains punch their ticket here to Salino with this 3-run home run in the bottom of the 6th against Bishop Miege in the regional championship. Gave the Chieftains a 1-run lead. They would add one more and would hold on for a 6-4 victory, knocking off the defending 4A state champions. Now trying to get something going here in the top of the third. 1 gone, ahead in the count, 1-0. Next pitch from Myers. And call for a ball. In our last game against Paola, the home plate umpire was pretty quick to the calls. This one,
not so much.
Not so much. Got to give him an extra second or two, see what he decides. 2-0 pitch. Clydesty trying to pull that one. He can't connect. 2-1.
He had a rip at it.
Fouls that one off and out of play. Now the count is even at 2-2. Upstairs now, full count.
Pick one out, Sam.
Back to the top of the order after this with Garrett Goldbeck on deck. He has the only hit for either team in this game, and it was a leadoff ground rule double early on.
That one's down. Attaboy, Sam.
And if there has ever been a better time for an announcer's jinx, I will take that right there. Talking about Tongi only having 1 hit, and there you go. Sam Clydesty makes it 2. Now back to the top of the order. Goldbeck stepping in. Wake on deck, and McGraw is in the hole.
Stay hot.
I like to see him put another one out in the gap and let Sam run. Myers settles in, comes with it, right back up the middle. Steps on second for 1 and won't get the play at first. Had bobbled it for a moment there, and that was the shortstop, Hunter Alvord. And there are now 2 gone, so Sam and Gary will just trade places at first base. 2 outs. And Logan Wake, the catcher, will step in for his second plate appearance.
Grounded out to third his first time up.
And down the line, getting the signs from Coach Loomis. Steps in, taps the plate, and here we go. Myers keeping an eye. Goldbeck at first, and Goldbeck is going a little bit behind, and
in there safely.
I think the ball might have hit him on the way in to the slide.
He's in scoring position now.
He is. Wake can cut the deficit in half here with the hit. Potentially. Myers looking down at second. Now comes to the plate. And strike. 2-1 count. Wake leads the Chieftains in total RBIs in the regular season with 14. And a big one sitting out there at second right now. 3-1 count.
Can't find a hole here somewhere. Walking.
Inside, ball 4. So now 2 are on the base pass. Runners at first and second for Tonganoxie. And let's see what Trevor McGraw can do with it here. A big spot here for the young man.
Flied out to left his first time up. Find a hole somewhere. Score this run.
First pitch in there for a called strike. Rips it over to third. Third baseman has it, and it's just going to tag Goldbeck in the base pass, and that will bring it into the top of the third. Chieftains strand 2 runners on as they trail 2-0 to the Bullpups from McPherson.
For more than 20 years, Kevin Gallagher with American Family Insurance has been serving area families and businesses. As members of your community, Kevin and his staff understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted neighbors and friends. With locations in Tonganoxie and Kansas City, the Kevin Gallagher Agency is building stronger partnerships. Get a quote today by calling 913-369-4444. That's 913-369-4444. Home, life, auto, farm, and more. The Kevin Gallagher Agency, American Family Insurance. Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, April Air, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit laddserviceco.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd.
So far, out across, no runs on 2 hits, and 1 costly error for the Chieftains. That 1 error brought across 2 runs for the Bullpups, and they have no hits and no errors. So 2 runs literally gifted to McPherson. And we go back to the top of the order with Titan Goebel. Hunter Alvord is on deck, and Aiden Hoover in the hole. McPherson student section fans trying to get loud and help get behind their team. Goldbeck fires a first pitch ball.
That looked pretty good. Must have been a little low.
It must have been. And that part of the zone where you got an umpire and a catcher right in front. It's hard to tell. That one's high upstairs for 2-0 count. Three straight balls here on this at-bat.
Yeah, you don't want to put the leadoff man on, especially with a free pass.
Did Goebel get on with a walk last time?
Goebel walked last time too, yeah. And he came around to score on that error.
Alrighty. 3-1 count now. Try not to lose him, and he does, so 2 appearances and 2 walks for Titan Goebel. He'll get the free pass to first, and now Hunter Alvord will step back in.
He popped out to the mound in the first inning. Taking a long look down there to see if they have something on.
First pitch strike fired in there. We're in a very talented baseball player, right to Goldbeck to second for one. Going to be a tough play at first and not in time as he beat him by a step. But they do get the out at second, so one gone in the inning.
As Uncle Hood would say, first one sure, second one quick.
There you go. That's what we bring you around for, just for those comments right there. This McPherson team, they are anchored by a very, very strong junior class. As you talk about, we got Alvord in there, Myers, the starting pitcher, also a junior.
The future is still bright for the Bullpups.
Dawson File, the catcher, a junior. Titan Goebel, one of the outstanding seniors on this team. So it's kind of the strong core that's been meshing together for the past couple of years in McPherson. And they are here on the cusp of their first state championship in program history.
Foul grounded out to the third baseman his first time up.
This is Aiden Hoover. File is on deck. Hit and run. Going to be a close play at second. Not going to get him. Going over to first and another errant throw. And runners will go up to second and third now. And the next, they called him out at second.
Yeah.
They called the runner out at second. And again, pretty close play. It looks safe from here. But they are sticking with the ruling. So instead of second and third, with one out, it is now just second and two outs. And the Chieftains on the fortunate end of another controversial call here. First one on the way, ripped and fair, so it's not going to matter as that run will come around to score. It's down there and into second safely. It is now a 3-0 McPherson lead. And coming through big was File.
That went right over the bag.
Daring trying to lay out and bring it in, but just couldn't do it. Now number 23, a pinch runner, will come in for the catcher at second. The third run coming across for the Bullpups, and that was their first hit of the contest. And now two big, painful errors on the scoreboard for Tonganoxie. And both have been errant throws over to first. And the Gabe Bailey again did not get to start today with the injured hamstring. His traditional starting first baseman, Cody Kessinger, who is the traditional DH hitter for the Chieftains, coming in and filling in that spot.
Well, nobody could have caught that last ball. That was way offline.
No. Probably would have been wise to just hold on to it at second.
Yep. He was trying to turn it, though.
Now that one up into center, and they're going to go ahead and wave him around. Now that one gets away from Sam, and this has been a tough inning, an error-riddled inning for the Chieftains. 3 errors now and 4 runs for the Bullpups, 3 of them gifted by the error. And now Loomis has to come out for a mound visit. With 2 gone in the inning, the Chieftains were so close to putting an end to this. Instead, they give up 2 more runs, and they are down 4-0.
Got them right where we want them.
You do. Well, obviously, in a championship game with so much on the line, I think you prefer to not have to try to mount another miracle comeback.
Don't mess with the recipe.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Is that what you're saying?
Don't count these Chieftains out, though.
It's pretty hard to disagree with that. And usually after Mitch Loomis has kind of like the opposite effect of Cal Eldred, the pitching coach for the Royals. Every time he comes out for a mound visit, typically the pitching starts to get better. Whereas for Eldred and the Royals, well, we've all seen their record recently, right? Anyways. Runner at second and 2 gone in the inning. And another pitch right on the borderline, but outside for a ball.
Chieftains need to stop the bleeding right here, though.
Two-0 count now to the right fielder, Weddle.
He struck out his last time. We could use another one right here.
That one in for a strike. Almost nearly in the same location as the first pitch. That one getting enough of the zone, though. 2-1 count. And a good rip at that one, but can't connect. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Chieftains need to put an end to this inning right now. Got him looking. Strike 3 called, a much-needed punch-out for Tonganoxie, and they give up 2 more, and the deficit is now 4-0, heading to the top of the 4th inning.
For more than 15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
Midwest Chiropractic Center in Tonganoxie is ready to get you back to being the active, energetic person you want to be. Midwest Chiropractic offers a friendly and caring environment with the most comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Dr. Robert Shook and Dr. Daniel Haug at Midwest Chiropractic Center care about your health, and their approach to care proves it. To schedule your appointment, call 913-369-0022 or visit them at mwchiropractic.com.
Ready for the start of the top of the 4th inning here at Dean Evans Stadium in Salina, Kansas. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. Game 3 of what has been our triple header today. We had the first semifinal game, Tonganoxie Paola. Then we did the 3rd place matchup, Paola and Ottawa. And now the championship game, McPherson and Tonganoxie, and advantage Bullpups early on, 4-0. Now in the top of the 4th, and the Chieftains are going to have to start to try to get something going here, as this one is drifting foul and out of play. Rocco Gehring at the plate.
He flied out to left field his first time up. Oh. I looked at her strike. Now he's in the hole 0-2. He's going to have to protect now.
Rocco asking for some time. Trying to get ready. An 0-2 pitch coming in shortly to Jarrett Myers. And takes that one for a ball. And Myers has been dominant for the Bullpups all season long. Kind of coined as their the team's ace. And just able to get enough of that off-speed pitch with some late movement. Staying alive, it's still 1-2. That one outside, count evens up 2-2. Gehring on the year, a .316 batting average, OPSing at .817, total of 12 hits with 2 doubles and 10 singles. Battles back to a full count, 3-2. He has drawn 9 walks total coming into this tournament. 3-2 pitch. And
that's in the gap.
Get down, and it does out there. Center fielder grabs it in. Rocco will hold up at first.
I'll tell you what, though, the center fielder for McPherson did a heck of a job cutting that ball off before it got to the wall.
He did. And that's Titan Goebel out there, and a talented young man out there, again, the senior. And
so a long single for Rocco.
Ooh. Rocco, bless his heart, but does not have the quickest of wheels, and I think that's the right call there. Hold him up at first because you didn't want to.
Oh yeah, you don't want to run out.
Spoil that great out bat with getting thrown out at second. Now Cody Kessinger will step in. And pitches in for a strike to the Tonganoxie first baseman. 1-1 count.
I wonder if he'll put the bunt on to stay out of the double play because both of these guys are double play candidates.
I guess that's a nicer way of saying it. Takes a good rip at that one, but can't connect. 1-2. Out just a little bit in front of it and off balance. He gets the sign from Coach Loomis. See what they decide to do here. Still nobody out. 1-2 pitch. Foul tip off the end of the bat. Many Bullpups going for it. Almost collide into each other, but the out is still recorded.
Yeah, that was a little scary right there.
A little bit. That was Jaron Brown from second base. We're running out there, and the right fielder, Cade Weddle, as well. We're both going for a slow roller right between third and short. And that's
nice
exactly where
there.
Ethan Welsh puts that pitch out into left. Another single. And 2 on, 1 out for the Chieftains. Unfortunately, when Goldbeck and Gehring collided into each other, they took a moment to kind of collect themselves. I mean, they were charging in fast. Those are two big boys running into each other, so took some moment, and of course, obviously, both playing in this game, so all is good.
Mason flied out to center his first time up.
The con man, Mason Canterbury. And Chieftains 4 hits in this contest. No runs to show for it. They had twice as many hits as the Bullpups, but those 3 errors have granted them 3 runs. And trying to get him at second, and they got him. Gehring thrown out at second, and a huge momentum killer there for Tonganoxie. So making now 2 outs. The count is 1-0 at the plate for Canterbury. Welsh still on at first. Now he tries to pick him off and can't do it. Back safely. Takes a moment, now comes with it, and a half-hearted swing to Canterbury. He was just fooled. Even count 1-1. Off speed, getting in the zone last second. And Myers is really in a groove out there on the mound. And one strike away from making it 4 straight scoreless top of the innings. And keeping the Chieftains at bay. 1-2. Outside, but the throw. And probably would have had him if he was able to bring it into his, his glove. Got a little choked up there. Excuse me.
Well, that was a big stolen base because that gets him in the scoring position here. Hopefully Mason can find a hole here.
Pitch, and got him looking. So not able to bring that runner around from second. The Chieftains still trail 4-0 to the Bullpups.
Old is new again at New Again Outdoor Furniture Restoration in Tonganoxie. Keep your furniture for generations to come with a call to New Again. They specialize in restrapping, mesh sling replacement, welding, and powder coating of all outdoor furniture. New Again has an incredible eye for detail and a passion for environmentally friendly and cost-effective furniture repair. To learn more, go to newagainpatiofurniture.com. Call 913-764-1999 or see more of their projects on Facebook. New Again Inc. in Tonganoxie. Get back in the game with Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie. As a state-of-the-art outpatient physical therapy clinic, Physical Therapy Solutions will develop a plan of care to help you move, reduce pain, restore function, and prevent disability. Physical Therapy Solutions takes great pride in delivering current, quality-driven treatments. Your physical therapist will work with you to help you understand your body so you will achieve long-term health benefits. To learn more, call Physical Therapy Solutions at 913-417-7400 or visit ptsolutionsks.com.
7, 8, and 9-hole hitters due up for the Bullpups here in the bottom of the fourth. 4 straight scoreless innings for the Chieftains. No runs on 4 hits. And we have talked about it, the big eyesore out there, the 3 errors that have granted the Bullpups 3 runs. They've had a total of 1 earned run off 2 hits as McPherson. So this one is popped up. Canterbury calling for it and brings it in near the foul line. 1 gone. And this man right here, Jarrett Myers, he digs in to the plate, the 8-hole hitter. He's given up 4 total hits, so the Chieftains have made some pretty solid contact, but just haven't been able to get those runners on and get them around. And some couple walks as well. And still down by 4 runs, which they've seen worse. They were hitless and down 4 runs going into the 5th inning in the regional championship. So if they want to start mounting a comeback and contend for a state title here, they're going to have to start picking up the pace. Only 9 outs left to work with. A 1-1 count at the dish to Myers. Goldbeck comes at it. Half swing, and he did not go around. Another borderline pitch, but they call it a ball, 2-1. Liner on the ground over to Gehring. 1 pump, and again, out of the way of Kessinger, and that one, I think with a good dig, probably would have got him.
Yeah, that was a bad throw. He had plenty of time. That's going to be an E5.
We're making now 4 errors in the contest.
That's mistakes will cost you.
And if that run comes around to score, that would be the 4th
unearned run.
Yep. It's the worst time to start making mistakes if you're the Chieftains. Still only 1 out, now a runner at second. And Jaron Brown, the second baseman, steps in, takes a cut at the first pitch, and misses. Back to the top of the order after this with center fielder Titan Goebel is on deck.
Brown lined out to the shortstop last time.
A half-hard swing that takes him down to a knee. And down 0-2.
Goldbeck had him fooled there.
Two, and foul tipped and away. Still a pitcher's count here. Keep an eye over at the runner on second, throws that one in, and low for ball one.
Goldbeck would like to have had that pitch, I think.
Next one. Check swing, and yeah, that's it. That's strike three. The umpire is now trying to say, is he trying to say that was only strike two?
No.
No, he's saying two outs.
Two outs.
All right, just wanted to make sure. Because typically, when the umpires get a chance to do a strike three punch out, everybody has their own style, and he just kind of casually, a normal strike call, so. Easy to assume maybe there could have been some confusion, but clearly not. So now two gone. Back to the top of the order. Titan Goebel ahead in the count 1-0. Goldbeck, a couple looks at second.
He walked his last two times. Came around to score in the first on that error.
Count evens up now at one apiece. And low and outside of the zone, and had him fooled there. There's a collective groan from the McPherson faithful here.
That got him.
And a swing and a miss. So the fourth error of the game for the Chieftains doesn't come back to haunt them, but they still trail 4-0 to the Bullpups as we head to the top of the fifth inning of this KSHSAA 4A State Baseball Championship contest.
Trendy tees, fun fashions, team threads, and even candy for the kids. That's the Rustic Heifer in Tonganoxie. The Rustic Heifer is helping make Tongi a boutique lover's paradise. One-of-a-kind, handmade, locally sourced decor, clothes, and accessories. Find the right style for a night out on the town or the best fan gear for the big game. Support local, shop local. Find them on Facebook at Rustic Heifer Boutique and Custom Gifts, or stop by 616 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at S&SAutoandBody.com or call 913-369-3193.
Right for the top of the fifth here, the Bullpups are eyeing their first state championship in baseball history at their high school. Chieftains trying to do the same, but they are on the wrong side of the scoreboard right now. 4-0, they trail the Bullpups.
Well, this is the fifth inning that the Chieftains normally come back in, so let's see if we can get it done today.
Yeah, it's always between the fourth and sixth rallies, but they're going to have to start getting it going here. And right now, this is Owen Welsh, who struck out his last time up. It fooled the scoreboard operator there. He thought that was strike two, and hard to blame him. That one was pretty close. Grounded over to third, and now an error from McPherson. That's going to get all the way to the fence. And they will hold on to it, and Welsh will advance up to second off the error.
Here come the Chieftains.
Let's wait and see. Don't want to get too far ahead of us. I think on the slide in, holding his torso, maybe got the corner of the base. Maybe.
I think he's cleaning up those
pebbles.
Rubber pebbles.
Rubber pebbles. That one low and down in the lower portion of the strike zone for strike one.
Sam singled his last time up. Let's see if he can get it done again.
Need to find a way to get that runner home from second in the worst way. Next pitch on the way, and swings, ripped, and foul.
That ball was way inside. I don't even know how he hit that.
Or how he even hit it that hard.
Yeah, he hit it on the handle.
He did. Runner at second and Owen Welsh. Nobody out. Off-speed pitch, and Sam spoils it. Count is still 0-2. Chieftains looking to try to do some damage to Jarrett Myers' season ERA. Sub 1, 0.84.
Yes.
It again, and nearly.
Just barely foul. Coach Loomis trying to point fair. He's talking to the third base umpire.
having a friendly talk there. Loomis, kind of the charismatic joker skipper of this Chieftain squad. Sam, if he can just straighten it out a little bit, maybe they can get a runner home. Next pitch on the way, outside, ball one. Contact again. Going out, and I think that one will get out of play over the fence.
Yeah, the more pitches the batter sees, the more familiar he becomes.
Sam battling strong here. A 1-2 count, nobody out. Owen Welsh, the runner at second for the Chieftains. Takes a couple glances. Now comes to the plate and gets the strikeout. So Sam battling strong but can't make anything out of it as he goes down on strikes. And we go back to the top with Garrett Goldbeck. And maybe he is the one that can spark a rally for the Chieftains. He led off the game with
a double.
A double, one that bounced over the wall, so a ground rule double. Outside for a ball.
Yeah, he's pitching this game, so he needs to help his own cause here. Get that run home.
Trying to give himself some run support. Blowing outside again, 2-0. Doing some maintenance work on the launch angle point from the mound. Kicking some of those turf pebbles around. 2-0. Swung on. That could carry, but the right fielder is back there and brings it in. And they will hold Welsh at second. And again, it's just when the Chieftains seem that they can start building some momentum. And now it's definitely going to have to take a hit to get that runner home. Solid contact by Goldbeck and out in right field for.
Just got under it a little bit.
Cade Weddle, the right fielder, out for the Bullpups, able to get back on it and bring it in. And Loomis deciding to not have Owen Welsh try to tag up. He keeps him at second.
Yeah, you don't want to make the first or third out at third base and run yourself out of an inning. Just hope Logan can find a hole here.
The 0-1 pitch. It was low in the turf, and good job by the catcher File to keep it in front of him. Swung on and missed for strike two. And credit to Jared Myers. He has not given the Chieftains too many hitters counts to deal with. He has been on the attack. And he got him looking. A strike three called. A pitch too close to take. And heading now to the bottom of the fifth after 4.5 innings of work. McPherson 4, Tonganoxie 0 in this state championship matchup here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Thinking about starting your next home improvement project? Make sure you call 811 before you dig. Once you call 811, wait a few days for the utilities to mark your yard with paint or flags so that you don't unintentionally dig into an underground utility line. Hitting a buried line can disrupt your neighborhood's utility service, cost money to repair, or cause serious injury or death. Southern Star asks you to protect your community. Dig safely. Call 811.
For more than 50 years, Dr. Richard Dean has been the name Tonganoxie trusts to keep you seeing your best. At Tonganoxie Eye Care, Dr. Dean and Dr. Caitlin Volk know that healthy vision is about more than just seeing 20/20. Whether you're just turning 5 or closer to 65, the doctors at Tonganoxie Eye Care will help you make sure that your vision is clear for the classroom, in the office, on the field, or just relaxing with friends. Tonganoxie Eye Care has a wide range of frames in the showroom, and you can even get prescription sunglasses in your favorite styles. Call 913-845-2030 to book your appointment. Tonganoxie Eye Care, the clear choice for your vision health.
Got Alvord, Hoover, and File, 2, 3, and 4 due up next for the Bullpups. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. Thank you all so much for joining us today here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, a special state championship edition of Tonganoxie Sports Live. With a 4-0 lead for the Bullpups, 3 of them granted via the 4 errors that the Chieftains have committed.
They've been costly today.
Absolutely. They've hurt in the worst ways. Goldbeck still out on the mound doing work, which is some credit to him.
Yeah.
He's done the majority of his part.
Yeah.
He's only given up 1 earned.
Yep.
And the rest, he can tag it out there on his defense in the infield.
And 1 in the outfield.
Yep, 1 by Sandwich, and he had 1 of those as well in the first inning of the Abilene game yesterday.
Right.
Again, like we talked about with the baseball, the bounce, it's a little bit different. The spin's a little bit different on artificial turf compared to just a natural grass field, which is something that, of course, Tongi coming from at the fairgrounds, a natural grass and dirt infield, so haven't had a lot of experience playing on a turf field this season. Not too many other teams within the Frontier League have one. That pitch in there for a strike, 2-2. Takes a few moments. Now comes Sets in the box. Goldbeck set on the mound. Here he comes with it. Little blooper. McGraw appears to have it, and he does. Tracks it down. 1 gone. Aiden Hoover, the third baseman, will be coming back in. 2 runs in the bottom of the first and 2 runs in the bottom of the third. Hoping to break the pattern of 2 runs in the bottom of the odd innings. That one just out of reach of Gehring at third as it gets out into left to Ethan Welsh. And a 1-out single for Aiden Hoover. Now in the cleanup spot, the catcher Dawson File. And the Bullpups could do some more damage here.
The Chieftains need to hold them at bay here. Double play would be nice.
Goldbeck stepping off. Now throw to second is wide and not going to be in time, and a good job by Owen to get out and catch that one before it leaked out into the outfield and the runner advanced. 0-1 at the plate. Here comes the next pitch. Soft liner. Another one of those Adam balls that you were talking about, partner, right to Kaleidosty out in center.
And a good throw.
And Hoover at second thought about going, but retreated back.
Chieftains need to slam the door here. They don't want to let another run in.
Yeah, they got to. Goldbeck taking a couple looks. Now comes to the plate with it, and a called ball. 1-0 count, 2 gone in the inning. Another runner in scoring position for the Bullpups. Next pitch, outside, ball 2. One soft liner, and it drops. Awkward bounce, and 1 run will score again for McPherson. It is now 5-0 Bullpups, as they are starting to get closer and closer to their first state championship. He called that an RBI double. It was Peller up there. Now this is Weddle. Out. Welsh calling for it, and this time brings it in. The Bullpups get 1 more in the bottom of the 5th, and it is now a 5-0 ball game as we head to the top of the 6th here in Salina.
Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. Participating in community recreation is not only fun, but also healthy and educational. The Tonganoxie Rec Commission encourages all ages and abilities to participate in recreational activities. That's why they're continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie. To see the latest sports and program offerings and to get signed up, visit them at tongirec.org or call 913-845-3502. For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
McGraw, Gehring, and Kessinger, the 3 due up in the top of the 6th for Tonganoxie.
Chieftains are running out of outs here. They need to get it going.
6 outs.
If any team can do it, it's this one.
And call them the coming back kids and the cardiac kids for a reason. Trying to make it happen for a 4th straight game. That one in there for strike 1. Myers again ahead in the count over the Chieftain batters.
It looked a little low on outside, but he got the benefit of the call. 0-2 now.
Yeah, choke up and protect here.
Yeah.
0-2 pitch. And that time now calling that one a ball. 1-2. And 2 apiece. Chieftains looking to finally get the highly anticipated rally going here. Only 6 outs left to work with. Off-speed pitch upstairs, 3-2. And this is the deepest that they have taken deficit. This is their largest deficit that they have faced this postseason with 5. They faced 4 a couple times, one today against Paola in the regional championship against Bishop Miege, and had 3 against Abilene. Solid grounder over to short, one hop, and throw over to first is in time for out number 1. Rocco Garing will dig back in, trying to give it another shot.
Rocco singled and got picked off at second in the last inning. Well, that was in the 4th.
The 1-0 pitch. Tries to check his swing, and I say he went around.
Yeah.
1-1. Late movement. And that curveball, 1-2 now. Outside for ball 2. I'm starting to see a lot of anxious and worried faces among the fans, the Tonganoxie fans here. And a lot of happy, smiling ones on the McPherson fans that made the trip out. This one fouled out and out of play. Count will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Chieftains waiting for that. Fans are waiting for that rally to happen. They need to get it going.
There's been a couple times in this game where they've had 2 base runners on with 0 or 1 outs, and they just haven't been able to capitalize.
There's a hit.
Rips that one out into left, so he's on again with a single.
There's a start.
And hopefully this is the start to something big. Cody Gessinger will step back in here.
Cody popped out to the pitcher in the 2nd and popped out to the 2nd baseman in the 4th.
Chopper right in front of him, and that's what I thought. It looked like it did make some contact, so a foul ball is called. And the count will be 0-1. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. File doing a great job keeping that in front of him, forcing Rocco to stay at first base. Two balls, 1 strikes now. And the magic of postseason baseball is the anxiety of every pitch. Think you hold your breath. 2-1. Swung on and fouled away. 2-2.
I can see Cody get into one here.
Two. Swung on and missed for a strikeout, and the 2nd out of the inning. You might have heard there, Jarrett Myers at 92 pitches. So getting a little closer to his pitch count limit. Ethan Welsh steps in and fouls that one off and out of play for strike one. Last time Ethan was up, he got a single out there into left field.
And stole a base, but he was stranded at second.
One soft liner. Goebel calling for it and brings it in, no problem. And now the Chieftains will be down to their final 3 outs, trying to get some runs back as the Bullpups lead them 5-0 heading to the bottom of the 6th inning.
In the 7-8.
Tonganoxie Recreation.
Wizard of Paws, now at their newly renovated location in downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming, doggy daycare, dog obedience, and socialization classes. At Wizard of Paws, your pet will get a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. And their new facility offers amenities and space that is doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or visit their new location at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawspet.com.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Ready to resume action here. Bottom of the 6th inning. Dean Evans Stadium in Salina, Kansas. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Rennan. A 5-0 Bullpup lead over the Chieftains, as it has been 6 scoreless innings for Jarrett Myers. Only giving up 5 hits and 1 McPherson defensive error. On the flip side, 5 runs for the Bullpups on only 4 hits. And they have been the benefactors of 4 errors by the Chieftains. So
very uncharacteristic for this Chieftain team.
4 of the 5 runs coming across for Bullpups via the error. So only 1 earned run for Goldbeck. So game have put this deficit a whole lot on him because he's really done his part.
Yeah. That's just unfortunate, you know. Nobody wants to make an error, but they happen. Just a bad time for it to happen. They still have 3 outs, so they're not done yet.
Don't ever count them out. They're gonna have to bat around and
then some.
Then some in the top of the 7th. Again, the highest finish for the Chieftains ever in a state tournament has been 3rd place. So, regardless, before this game even started, that record was going to be broken. And another thing that has been guaranteed in this matchup is that either one of these schools would get their first ever state championship in baseball, as Haynes up there. He
strikes
out looking. One gone, and now Jarrett Myers, who's been dominant on the bump, see if he can do something more here at the dish.
Reached on an error his last time up.
First pitch and a little bit inside.
Yeah, call it a strike.
Called it a strike, okay. Myers digs back in. Goldbeck coming set, coming to the plate with it. This one swung on out there towards right. McGraw getting in position and brings it in for out number 2.
Brown struck out his last time up.
Bullpups second baseman trying to extend this bottom of the 6th inning. Liner right over to Welsh and snags it in. And it's now or never for the Chieftains.
It is
as they
that.
are down 5-0 to the Bullpups. Top of the 7th, 3 outs left to work with if they want a chance to try to contend for this state championship.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tex Vandervoort and Jerry Sanders in Tonganoxie today.
With the First State Bank and Trust mobile app, you can bank from anywhere. Check your balance while you're waiting in line here, or transfer funds while you're here. Forget to pay that bill? Pay it from here. Don't cut your visit short to go to the bank. Make your deposit from here. And remember, you're always welcome to bank right here. Did you know First State Bank and Trust has donated over $112,000 to Tonganoxie schools? Every time you swipe your Tonganoxie Chieftain debit card, we donate. For more information, visit us at firststateks.com. Member FDIC.
Top of the 7th, Jarrett Myers still out there for the Bullpups. 6 scoreless innings for the young man, only giving up 5 hits along the way. And it's 7-8-9 due up for the Chieftains, and Mason Canterbury will get it started, and a big rally is definitely needed.
Oh, he got hit.
Yeah, that got him on the helmet, didn't it?
It looked like.
Yeah, he's throwing the bat aside, so.
Oh, there's a start.
Yeah. So Canterbury will take the free pass up to first, and no, there's no intent by that by any means.
No, that was a breaking ball that just got away from him.
I don't know why you would try to be head hunting when you have a 5-0 lead and you've pitched 6 scoreless innings. So all good. This was at the major league level. We'd have a benches clearing brawl right now. Apparently that's not prohibited here at the 4A level. First pitch on the way to Welsh. First pitch swinging and a pop-up. Second baseman calling for it and brings it in. That's Jaron Brown, and there are now 2 outs left to work with.
Yep, 2 outs left to work with. Yeah, Clydesty, and then back to the top of the order with Goldbeck.
Clydesty, he is due here. Last time up a strikeout. And he looks at a first pitch. Yes. That low outside corner. They are giving it to him.
Come on, Sam, find a hole.
0-1 pitch and low, ball 2. Or ball 1, excuse me. Throw over to first and in there safely. Just at the dish right now. Garrett Goldbeck on deck. Logan Wake in the hole. Runner on first is Mason Canterbury after getting hit.
Getting the gap.
By a pitch.
Getting the gap.
That's in the gap. And it's over the glove of Goebel. It gets out there near the wall, and they will go ahead and wave him around. Clydesty will get in to third, and RBI triple from senior Sam.
Comes through again.
And the Chieftains, they end the shutout. And Myers already getting close to his pitch limit. He's getting near 100 pitches. And they're going to go ahead and leave him in there. So back to the top of the order, Garrett Goldbeck. And actually now we're going to have a stoppage here. The McPherson head coach coming over to the mound for a mound visit. And let's see if he will let the young man try to finish this one out. And by the reaction of his teammates, it might be it for him, as he has pitched quite a gem so far. Only 6 hits, and that was his first earned run he's given up. And that was a ball that carried by Clydesty over the center field glove of Titan Goebel, who has been pretty spectacular out there so far in this contest.
Sam put a good rip on that one.
Good. Oh, no, so not going to take him out. So they give him the opportunity to try to finish this one. Which I think I respect that out of the head coach.
Yeah, now if you're Tongi, you need to take advantage.
First pitch taken for a ball. Clydesty will hold up at third. 1-0 count, 1 gone. Chieftains are down to their final 2 outs. And the final game of the season, the 4A state championship here at Dean Evans Stadium in Salina, Kansas.
On a beautiful day for baseball.
Out front, 2 balls and no strikes. Three 3-0 now.
He can look for a pitch in a spot here. I'd give him the green light.
Just catching enough of that outer portion of the strike zone for strike 1, 3-1.
That's down. That's down.
That is down, out and right.
And here come the Chieftains.
With 1 gone in the top of the 7th, trying to rally a big comeback here. It is now a 5-2 contest. And trying to keep the line moving now is Logan Wake. I think they just announced he is now at 100 pitches.
What can they do?
I believe this is the last batter that Myers can face. And he starts out in front 0-1 to Logan Wake, the Tonganoxie catcher. Off-speed pitch. Oh. One count. Next pitch from Myers. Looked almost identical to the last pitch.
Yeah.
That one called for a strike, though. 1-2. That one inside near the shoelaces, 2-2. Goldbeck is on first for the Chieftains. They have trying to put on a 1-out rally here. They have scored 2. Next one on the way. Oh, and outside. It is now a full count, 3-2. Full count to Logan Wake. This will be the last batter that Myers can face. And the 3-2 pitch.
Hit him.
So that is how this day will end for Jarrett Myers. 6 scoreless innings, gives up 2 earned in the 7th. And he is responsible for the runners on second and first for the Chieftains. And now this is something that I was thinking about here as you will pan you over, and you can see right there, right behind Coach Loomis, And that is Gabe Bailey with a helmet and a bat in his hand. So
yep,
pinch hit opportunity will be coming up. And a well-deserved round of applause here for Jarrett Myers as he will exit the game due to pitch count. We still have a ball game here. 2 runners on, 1 gone. And a 5-2 deficit for the Chieftains.
Partner, that brings the tying run to the plate.
That would be Trevor McGraw. After him would be Rocco Gearing and then Cody Kessinger after that. We love the old student section chant battle.
Tongi Nation.
I think who they're putting in there, I'm trying to look at the number. I believe that's number 16. That would be Hunter Alvord. I'll probably get a good look here as he turned around, and it is. So Hunter Alvord, thank you very much. So another lights out pitcher for the Bullpups. And Jarrett Myers will move over to second. And Jaron Brown will move over to short to take the place of Alvord as he moves to the bump. So 2 runners on. Those would be charged under Myers if they do, in fact, come around to score. Trevor McGraw will step in for the Chieftains.
He grounded out to short his last time up.
Just trying to keep the line moving here. Out front early, 1-0. Next one on the way, and for a strike.
See if he can find a hole here somewhere.
Off speed. 1-2 on the lowest portion of the strike zone. Good pitch at the knees there. 1-2. And got him looking. Well, the Bullpups are 1 out away, and the Chieftains have 1 out to work with. Tying run comes to the plate again in the form of Rocco Gehring.
Get it out of here, Rocco.
Probably the biggest at bat he has had. Gets one out to center, and Goebel brings it in. And for the first time in program history, the McPherson Bullpups are state champions. And the dog pile out there in front of the mound. And we got McPherson friends in front of us. I'm not going to ask them to get out of the way. This is their team that they are celebrating. While the Chieftains avoid the shutout, they still fall in the contest by a score of 5-2 to the 2022 4A state champions, McPherson Bullpups. And if there is a team to lose to, it might as well be the number 1 overall seed and the 20-2 Bullpups.
Yeah, how about those Chieftains, though, man? They've given us a ride.
And a tough scene there with Chieftains' heads low right now, but again, it has been a great season for this squad.
There's no reason to hang their heads, man. They've come a long way. Came up just a little bit short.
And still, it has been a historic season of epic proportions for this Chieftain baseball squad. They started out the season With a 2-2 record, a little bit shaky. They would go on a massive run. And up until this moment, they had won 17 of their last 19. Just an unbelievable run for the Chieftains, and they fall just a little bit short. They fought hard in the final inning. Still just couldn't quite get it done. You see the emotions from the Tongi squad. I know right now it hurts for them, and I said it earlier in the semifinal matchup against Paola, but the thing that kind of gets lost, especially when you make it all the way in a state championship game, is there's still that finality for these seniors that are out there. And Tongi, they got a fair share of them. They got nearly a full starting lineup of them, if not even more. The Chieftains, they will still have medals that they'll be able to take back home. And again, not the prize that
he wanted, but it's
still better than nothing, and it's the highest finish that the Tonganoxie Chieftain baseball program has ever had. And you think about it, how long this team has been around. That is saying something.
We're giving them a standing ovation. You can't see us, though.
Yep. And the McPherson fans as well.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the presentation to the Kansas State High School Activity Association Class 4A.
And we'll show this just in case. I know McPherson, they didn't have any live stream or anything come down, so in case there's any Bullpup fans that are watching, here's the trophy presentation. And again, congratulations to McPherson High School, the first ever state baseball championship.
And just
well deserved.
And just a note: if any McPherson's fans want to rewatch this championship game, it'll be on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Yep, you can go back and you can rewatch this championship moment. And again, this Bullpups team, this was not some kind of scrappy 500 average team that just got in, had some things go their way. I mean, they dominated out west. Like we talked about, I mean, they blew out just about everybody they faced. The only two losses were, I believe, to Bueller, and there was a team that they played out from Oklahoma City, so it must have been some tournament that they played in. They won both their regional games by a combined score of 27-2.
Wow.
And they got here and obviously faced some of the best competition that they have faced. But still, the number one overall seed at the end of it all reigns victorious out on the field, but they had to beat the 2 seed to do it in Tonganoxie.
And you know what's, like you pointed out, partner, what's really scary is the majority of this Bullpup team is juniors.
Yeah, only, they have seniors too, don't get me wrong. So Titan Goebel, he's one of the most notable ones, but that program is definitely going to be in some good hands for quite some time. And so that brings an end to the trophy presentations and the final team meeting out there in right field for the Chieftains. And I guess if there's a way to, when you look back and the season is over, at least you could say, because they always tell you never know when your last game is going to be.
That's right.
Right? So I guess you might as well go and play the absolutely final game that you could possibly play.
Yeah, absolutely.
All the way down to the state championship. And again, I know they came up short, and I'm sure some viewers, obviously it hurts right now. Trust me, we're broadcasters. I mean, we have broadcasted just maybe a handful of this Tonganoxie baseball squad's games, but I mean, there was just something special.
Yeah.
About them. You could tell that they were special. They went on that massive run after starting off 2-2 on the year. And then we got brought back for regional coverage at the fairgrounds. They had that magical game against Bishop Miege in the regional championship, the big 3-run homer, or probably the biggest home run ever in Tongi baseball history by Sam Clydesty. Propels them to here, punches their ticket to Salina. Exciting fashion. They come from behind, down 3-0 to Abilene. Bottom of the first, they score 3 runs, and then they go on to score 10.
Yep.
Win 10-5, and then today had to play from behind again against Paola, down 4-0, and they were able to storm back and win that one in exciting fashion as well. That was led by a big bases were loaded, a big double, 3-run RBI double for Gabe Bailey, who unfortunately got hurt literally in the top of the 7th of the semifinal game and was not able to make the start in this one. He was getting ready to pinch hit if he was able to come up to bat in the top of the 7th, but I think, and you look out on the scoreboard, final sound for Tonganoxie, 2 runs on 7 hits and 1 error by the Bullpups defensively, and for the champs, the Bullpups, they had 5 runs on 4 hits, and this is the big one here, the 4 errors. And that's by the Chieftains, and that's, I think, what really hurts most, because Goldbeck went out.
Championship caliber teams don't need any help. And we gave them way too much help, but came up just a little bit short. But, boy, what a fun ride with these Chieftains.
Yeah, it's been a fun ride indeed. Goldbeck he did his job. He went out there and performed to the best of his abilities, really giving up only, what was his side? Was it only 1 earned run?
I think 2 earned
that McPherson had, so maybe 2 earned runs. The rest coming across via an error, so that makes that 2 spot in the 7th inning even more kind of frustrating. What could have been, but that's why you play the game.
That's right.
That's why you play the game. And it's always those turnovers or errors or any mistakes like that, and they build up. It will come back to haunt you. And quite bluntly, the team that deserved to win this game won it. And again, this is nothing short of what has been a spectacular season, one of the best
ever
that this program has ever seen at Tonganoxie High. First league title since about 1995, I think what Coach Loomis told us on air. Highest ever finish in state. Highest coming into this was back in, I think, 93. Was a 3rd place finish at state. They finished 2nd this year. So in the moment, it hurts. You're frustrated. You want to hang your head, but there is just so much to be encouraged by.
Oh, yeah.
By this season. Again, it was led by a strong senior class, and obviously they'll be graduating and moving on. So who knows where this team sets next year? I mean, you're looking.
Well, we do know they have a heck of a coach in Coach Loomis.
They do.
And the coaching staff, they'll make the best of whatever they have.
Exactly. It's exactly what they're going to do, and still taking their time out there. And it's a tough one for the Chieftains to swallow, but it is what it is. But still plenty to be proud of on this run. A 2nd place finish as the Chieftains finish runners-up in the 2022 KSHSAA State Baseball Championships here in Salina, Kansas. Real quick before we sign off, there are so many people to thank. Obviously, first we want to start here with Tongi High. I want to thank the administration, athletic director Cody Witt, for working hard with me and my boss, BJ Harris at the Harris Media Services. Also, thanks to you, boss man, for allowing us to, first of all, just do this.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I got to tell you all, we have had so much fun here in Salina. Right now, it's a
It
little
hurts,
pit in my stomach. But, I mean, the whole experience, it has been so fun.
Oh, yeah.
We have had and just following this team, it has been a dream unlike any other. And we have had so much fun doing it. And on top of all of that, we get paid at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. It really is. And, again, we couldn't do it without BJ Harris at the Harris Media Services in Spring Hill, Kansas, the Tonga administrators, and they took care of us as well. They booked us our hotel room. We got to stay the night. Last night they took care of us.
Big shout out to our sponsors, though.
Yeah,
they ponied up the money to get us down here and have this experience, and hats off to them. We expect nothing less of the Tonganoxie community because they always step up.
Yep. Couldn't have said it any better there. Could not do it without the support of our sponsors and, of course, most importantly, all of you that are still listening after this painful loss. There would be no Tonganoxie Sports Live without the student athletes and the support and the demand for it from the parents, for everyone that's watching out of state, somebody who couldn't make the drive down to Salina, or if you're just coming back and you're rewatching this game. I mean, it's if we were just broadcasting these games to like 3 or 4 people, we still wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
But we came back stronger than ever, and we talked about finality, right? It's now setting in with me. This is it until the fall.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the fall season.
Yeah, it has been one hell of a ride. We'll just put it that way. It's been a fantastic 2021-2022 athletic season at Tonganoxie High, and then one more. Organization we need to thank is KSHSAA for allowing us to come down here, make the trip to Salina, and giving us the license and the ability to stream our total of 5 games that we did in this time here. And, because obviously this is a KSHSAA-sponsored event, so you can't do it without them. So we thank them for allowing us to come down here, given the chance, again, for those viewers, for those people that couldn't make it live down to watch the games. So a special thank you to them. And for one final time this year, alongside my broadcast partner Dennis Dre and I'm Dylan Funk, thank you all so much for joining us on this wild ride in this 2021-2022 school year, athletic year. Have a great summer, everybody. Stay safe, and we will see you all for week 1 and then the fall for football. Thank you all so much. We will see you soon.
You've been watching Tonganoxie High School Athletics on your new home for the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Learn more at kansasins.com. Also by watching, and be sure to catch every second of the action right here on your home for the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live.